Wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Lincoln Federal Savings Bank, personal banking like you remember.
Hi, this is Chris Elgert, loan originator at Lincoln Federal. I know that buying a home is one of the most important decisions a person will make in their lifetime. That's why you need an experienced loan professional to explain all the options available, to answer all your questions, and to make the home buying process a rewarding experience. Talk with me and discover why Lincoln Federal is personal banking like you remember. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello?
Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is a presentation of the Nebraska State High School Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. State basketball broadcasts are presented by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty, Sandhills Global, Doane University, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Wingstop, Acres, High Electric, Eustis Body Shop, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Lincoln Federal Savings Bank, Roofing Service Company, Union Bank and Trust, Lincoln Family Chiropractic, and DOT Highway Safety Office, Jimmy John's, Members Owned Credit Union, Nebraska Army National Guard, Hamilton Telecommunications, and the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame. Now calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena as we get you ready for the Class A state championship game here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert alongside Jay Foreman, courtside here at Pinnacle Bank Arena as we get ready for an exciting couple of quarters, a couple of games, I should say. We have 4 remaining on the day. It's now time for Class A to take stage.
Yeah, you know what? You're going against the, it seems a removable object of Millard West and the Gesser twins. And I wouldn't say an upstart program as Westside, but I think Westside probably came on a little bit later than people probably projected. But I think this is a perfect example of styles make fights, right? And I think the chink in the armor that maybe Tommy Johnson and North Star Gators showed against or exposed against Millard West fits well with Westside. I think Westside has to start fast like we saw Milford did in his last game. But then also I think that they have the guard play to offset the size and experience and obviously superior skill of the Gesser twins. And so it's really going to come down to complementary players, right? We see right here, you got number 11 of Duvall versus maybe, Millard West version of Dennis Rodman. in Davis? Who shows up better? Because you guys think the star power players are going to come to play.
Yeah, you think the star power players. Let's talk about them. Obviously, on one side is the Neely and Nora Gessert sisters, as they are playing in their final high school game. Last time they put on the Millard West uniform ever before they head off to play for the University of Creighton coming up in next season. For Omaha Westside star players, they got probably 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Kamora Jenkins, Hemaya Matoyer, and then Sinai Foster.
Yeah, so they have a little bit of inside-outside game, but I think the one thing that also Sinai Foster at 6'2", the junior forward allows them to do is stretch the floor. I think in their first game she showed that in against Millard North, and so I think they have the tools to possibly have a huge upset. They just got to play well. They got to stay out of foul trouble, and then also I think Jahia Freeman coming off the bench, the spark plug at 6 points a game and 2 rebounds, has to play big as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We're just moments away from getting things rolling here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman, Harrison Arns back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups for both sides on 93.7 The Ticket.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Lincoln Federal Savings Bank, personal banking like you remember.
Hi, this is Chris Elgert, loan originator at Lincoln Federal. I know that buying a home is one of the most important decisions a person will make in their lifetime. That's why you need an experienced loan professional to explain all the options available, to answer all your questions, and to make the home buying process a rewarding experience. Talk with me and discover why Lincoln Federal is personal banking like you remember. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman alongside as we have Millard West and Omaha Westside on deck. Class A state championship game. Let's get you rolling with the starting lineups. First, for the defending state champions in Class A, the Millard West Wildcats. They knocked off Bellevue West 58-55 in last year's Class A title game. They come in with a 27-1 record. They knocked off Millard South and then North Star en route to today's matchup. For head coach Mark Kruger, as they defend their crown, it'll be number 1, a 5'7" senior, Anna Dunn. Number 10, a transfer, 5'8" senior guard, Jade Lewis. Number 42, a 6-foot junior forward, Kylie Pabin. And then the names everybody knows, Neely and Nora Gessert. Number 23, Neely, a 6-foot senior, averages 18.5 per game. Number 30, 6-foot senior, Nora, averages 12 points per game and 5 rebounds. Moving on from the Gessert twins, though, Jay, Kylie Pabin could be a difference maker.
Yeah, I think this year she's really stepped her game up. We saw her emerge as obviously the clear-cut third option last year, throughout the playoffs. But I think this year, it's been a little bit of a change. Obviously, Neely Gessert has really taken on the brunt of the scoring, and obviously we've seen her taking a high volume of threes. But then I think Nora Gessert has been the table setter for her sister, and then the emergence of Kylie Pabin. She's 13 points, 6 rebounds, And then also she has 36 steals and 14 blocks. So she does it all, and she is the next in line after the Gesser twins, move on.
For Omaha Westside, it is a 21-6 record here in the 2025 campaign. Omaha Westside knocked off Millard North, the 2 seed, and then beat Bellevue West yesterday afternoon to advance to today's championship matchup. They come in with that 21-6 record here in 2025. They hadn't been to the state tournament since 2020 prior to this year. Their last state championship appearance was in 2018 when they won the Class A crown. The starting 5 for head coach Steve Clark looks very similar to what it's been like all tournament long. A 6'2 junior forward, number 1, averaging 10 points per game, Sinai Foster. Number 3, a 5'3 freshman, averaging 15 a game, Hamaya Matoyer. Number 4, a 5'4 senior guard, Kamora Jenkins. Number 13, a 5'8 senior guard, Kat Goggin. And number 14, a 5'8 sophomore guard, Garen Kay. Jay Foreman, when you look at Omaha Westside, right,
Sure.
Who's the difference maker? Because a lot of times Sinai Foster can be that for Omaha Westside.
Right.
But today it feels like guard play with Kamora and Matoyer is going to be very important.
Yeah, it's not just one of them. It's both of them. It's Jenkins and Matoyer. They are the X factor. But then also let's not forget Freeman coming off the bench is also in that as well. It's pretty much a 3-headed monster. But the one player also besides the guard, it's going to come down to guard play because Foster's going to do her thing. Elise Peterson is on the sneak coming off the bench as a 6-man, has paid dividends every single game. And at 6 foot tall, averaging 5.5 points and 4 rebounds, she's exceeded that every single game. And the reason why she's really, really the X factor, Nick, because she can offset anything Jade Lewis does, anything anybody else does, because she has size, speed, and obviously can stretch the floor as well.
So here we go. We're just moments away from Millard West and Omaha Westside, as it's the Wildcats and the Warriors. Millard West will be in their home whites as they have one last meeting with one of their assistant coaches. Omaha Westside does the same as they're in their road blacks. These two teams play the same uniforms the entire tournament because Omaha Westside is the second lowest seed. So in every single game they've played, they've been the visitors on the scoreboard. Millard West, the number 1 seed, obviously, they've earned the right to be the home team.
Nick, I think it took a little bit for Westside to get going. Obviously, when you bring in everything in the freshman guard, Matoyer, it takes a little bit of time to gel. But they played early in the season, only a 3-point loss to this Millard West veteran team.
And the tip-off is won by Omaha Westside, but then it's going to be out of bounds, and it will be, we had one official say Westside basketball.
Yeah, one say
Westside. There you go. It's going to be Omaha Westside basketball.
Man, hey, Coach Clark was about to get it cracking from the beginning.
Why not?
Hey, listen, you better tread water softly.
Here's Matoyer, pull-up jumper, off back iron, no good. The rebound skied and grabbed out of the air by Kylie Pabin, and she gives it to Nora Gessert. Nora Gessert across the timeline, passes right side to Pabin. Pabin working with it, back to Anna Dunn. Dunn will fire the first shot of the game for Millard West. It's off just a little long, but Pabin tracks it down in the far corner. Here, back near the logo, it's Nora Gessert to Neely Gessert, her first touch of the day. She had a nice day from behind the three-point line yesterday, and now she fires away on her first shot, no good, and another crack at it offensively for Anna Dunn and the Millard West Wildcats as they get another offensive rebound. Here's Jade Lewis to Dunn. Dunn working around the screen, back to Pabin. She'll fire the 3, and that one will not go, but guess what? 4th time's a charm maybe for Millard West as they get a 4th offensive rebound. That pass taken away. Nora Gessert expecting Neely to be there. Now her West side going to have their pocket picked by Millard West, and we're going back the other way with Nora Gessert. Handing it off to Neely Gessert. She crosses over at the elbow, spin move out to Dunn. Dunn motioning around to Neely Gessert for 3, and the scoring is underway.
Yeah, Neely Gessert is taking on the brunt of the scoring all season long, and obviously throughout this tournament, a high volume of threes, mid-range. She is not hesitating to put it up.
So here is Matoyer on the right side. She passes it to Kamora Jenkins. Jenkins with it. Takes a couple of dribbles. Now dribbles it to the top of the key. Gives it to Matoyer. Matoyer now worth it. Passes it. Fake passes it. Now does throw it. Left side. Here's Kamora Jenkins. Jenkins fires the 3 from the left side. And that one circles the cylinder. It's in.
Yeah, right there. It was a good offensive set there of the Westside Warriors led by Coach Clark there. Move the ball. Really good patience. Making Millard West play some defense.
Here on the left side, it's Pabin. She drives baseline. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Westside.
Yeah, good job there, Sanaya Foster, of a hard close out there on Pabin and then shutting down the left-handed drive. good defense there. I think you're going to settle in here really quick, and I'm going to see what X factor steps up quicker.
Here on the left side, it's Neely Gessert. Gessert almost got away with a double dribble there, but then on the left side, Nora. She'll fire the three. That one's just a tad strong. The rebound fought for, tipped by Jade Lewis, and she gets it back. The layup is good by Jade Lewis.
Yeah, Jade Lewis, the energy spark off the bench, or not off the bench in the starting lineup, does all the dirty work. 2 points there for the senior.
Here on the right side, it's Matoyer. Matoyer motions Kimora Jenkins to the right side. That's where she throws it. Now Kimora, they have yet to get Foster a touch, as now
there she is.
Garen Kay has it to Matoyer. Matoyer around the screen, working, kicks it out to Goggin, now to Kimora Jenkins. Jenkins step back jumper. That shot's blocked, and Neely Gessert gives it to Nora. Nora up the floor to Pabin. Pabin on the block to Dunn, to Neely. This one's going up from three, and it's going to rattle out no good. And Matoyer, the shortest person on the floor, gets the defensive rebound.
Yeah, guard rebounding is going to be huge here for Westside. A little bit smaller unit than what Tommy Johnson's North Star Gators are, but you see Matoyer come down, hesitation, crossover, mid-range, buckets.
5-5 your score, 4:57 to go in the first quarter. Pabin with the basketball on the right side, has it over her head, now takes a couple dribbles, center of the lane, stops at the free throw line. Looking around, finds Anna Dunn near the logo. Anna Dunn takes the dribble, top of the key. She picks it up, looking for help. Nobody's moving around. Now they get it to Nora Gesser on the left side, who dribbles at top of the key. 11 on the possession. Nora Gesser steps at the elbow, looks to Jade Lewis. Lewis gives it to Neely Gesser, rather Pabin this is. That three is a little long. Offensive rebound, Anna Dunn once again back out to Neely Gesser. She'll fire the three, and Neely Gesser drains it.
Yeah, hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that young lady. You put your hand down, she's tall enough to get her shot up. The one thing I think Westside needs to understand is that you're going to be okay with Lewis and maybe Dunn shooting here, right? And now we're seeing this again. This has been maybe a theme for this tournament is the moving screen. I think Matoyer was trying to just get repositioned in the corner, got called for a moving screen. But, defensively for Westside, you need to do one thing right only is that there's a lot of long threes by the Gessers. This can mean going to be a lot of long rebounds. You got to essentially tag off and chase it. You can't box out that far, and so they're doing a better job on the offensive boards. Everybody's screaming box out, but you got to be saying you got to chase those misses. Now, defensively for Westside, you're doing a pretty good job, but you also got to really pick your poison. Never leave the Gesser twins in Pavin. If Lewis and Dunn beat you, tip your hat and go home. Now, don't give them any easy shots. Make them shoot shots off balance late in the shot clock. And then offensively, you got to get Sanaya Foster some touches, not only because she can be effective inside, but then also she can set up Jenkins, Matoyer. She can even get Goggin and Kay going. And now you're going to probably have Freeman come in there. So that's going to maybe spread the floor for a little bit more drive and kicks. And so you got to get your big junior center some touches, not only some opportunities at the basket, but to set up other teammates.
4 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. It's 8-5 Millard West out in front of Omaha Westside. As Millard West and Westside going at it, is Millard West won the championship in 2024. It was a 3-point victory over Bellevue West. As Westside looking for their first title since 2018.
Nick, with Millard West, getting over the hump, obviously being disappointed from the prior year in 2023, and it wasn't as easy as probably initially as people thought. Now facing a team that's maybe more seasoned than when you played them earlier. What are some of the things they got to overcome? Because I think Westside, the way they're playing at the guard position, could be problems.
Well, I think it's outside shooting. We're seeing it early on, right? You can't stop the shooting ability of Neely and Nora Gesser.
Right.
It's you hope that maybe they have an off night.
Yeah, and you know what, especially with Neely Gesser, obviously really, really expanded her offensive game, and she's always been probably the more aggressive one out of the twins. Is you have to understand is you can't let her shoot wide open threes. You want to make her shoot contested threes every single time, and with different body types, I think, too, Nick, not just your regular person that's guarding her.
Nora Gesser misses the three-point attempt, and now Kimora Jenkins clears the glass, and she's off and run into the races. On the right side, it's Kimora Jenkins. Jaya Freeman into the game. She steps up, back to Jenkins. She fires the three, can't connect. And on the left side, it's Nora Gesser with the defensive rebound. Up the floor we go to Neely Gesser. Neely Gesser with the basketball, gives it to Anna Dunn. Dunn with it on the left side, guarded closely by Jaya Freeman. Freeman forces her to give it up to Paven. Paven beats her off the dribble. The layup in the lane. It's the first time Paven scored tonight.
Yeah, a little bit of mishap there. I don't think Westside knew whether they were going to switch or hedge that right there. Nevertheless, opened up an easy lane and easy drive there for Paven.
On the right side, it's Omaha Westside with the Kimora Jenkins. Now to Jaya Freeman. Freeman back to Kimora Jenkins. Cross-court pass in the near corner. That is Kay Goggin, who passes to Matoyer. Matoyer to Kimora Jenkins, who fires again from three. She can't hit, and she hit the first one, now struggling ever since. Nora Gessert with the defensive rebound up the floor. Neely Gessert, this one's going up for three, and Neely Gessert has 3 3-pointers. She's 3 for 5.
Well, you have two twins, both of them easily 6 foot tall, and obviously they can dribble with their head up and find each other, and they have a sixth sense. You cannot leave either one open. Also, sometimes when Neely Gessert she's going to shoot threes all game long. It doesn't matter where it's at. Sometimes it lulls you into doing the same, and if you're not a really good three-point shooting team, you can fall into the trap to try to do exactly what Millard West does.
Neely Gessert picks up her dribble before she crosses the timeline, and now Anna Dunn has it for Millard West. 13-5, Wildcats. Jade Lewis with it, step back jumper, just a little off. Jade Lewis tried to get a fadeaway to fall, and it was unable to. 2:12 to play first quarter, 13-5 your score. On the left side, it's Kimora Jenkins. Jenkins to Matoyer. Matoyer crossing over, working around, crosses back over, working on Nora Gessert in the lane, kicks it out to Kimora Jenkins on the right side. Kimora pass fakes in the lane. The floater won't fall. Jade Lewis skies for the rebound, and she clears the glass for Millard West.
Westside right here has got to get a couple stops here, but then also offensively, you got to do a better job of working your offense. Right now, it's a little bit too much one-on-one, and right now you're not impeding the progress defensively of Neely Gessert, where she is starting off right now. She has 11 quick points and 4 rebounds. She is dominating this game right now.
It is 15-5. Millard West out in front by 10 over Omaha Westside. Excuse me, as 1:28 to play in the first quarter. Kimora Jenkins with it at the top of the key. Guarded by Jade Lewis. Now passes left side to Matoyer. Matoyer to Goggin. Goggin at the top. Working right side now. Kimora Jenkins, 11 to shoot. Offense seems pretty stagnant now for Omaha Westside as they get it to Elise Peterson, who gives it to Matoyer. Matoyer jumper on the way, too strong, and its body is on the floor. Jump ball will be the signal, giving it to the Millard West Wildcats.
Yeah, right now I think if I'm Coach Clark, I wouldn't hesitate to call a timeout right now, and I know you get one at the break, but you got to understand you need some more offensive flow, and I think that, the way that the pace it was going, and really the pace was at Millard West's, disposal, and Nelly Gessert was really going off. She has 11 of the 15 points. You weren't able to get Sanaya Foster in there. Yeah. So now you have to she's rested. You have to use her on offense and then also on the defensive end as well.
On the top of the key, it's Nora Gessert. Nora looks at it. Now right side, Nora with the basketball. She stops just inside the perimeter, picks up her dribble, finds Millard down in the paint where she has freshly entered the ball game, and a great defensive possession there by Jaya Freeman as she forces a jump ball.
Really good job there initially, Jaya Freeman not going for the multiple fakes by Millard, and then when Millard decided she wanted to shoot and turned her back to her, she went in backdoor, caused the jump ball. That's another possession that you can have before the end of the quarter.
15-5 is your score. 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. On the left side here is Duval, Gabriella Duval, freshly checked into the game for Omaha Westside. Sinai Foster is back into the game. She kicks it out to Peterson. Peterson is going to be bumped and fouled, and I believe they're going to get Jalen Moody on the foul for a reach-in.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you come into a game and when you get off the bus, the Gessert twins are going to be effective offensively along with Paven. Sometimes they can lull you into playing way different style of basketball than you want to. They play really well on offense, but you got to make them play defense because it allows you to help. It helps you on defense.
In the lane, Sinai Foster loses the basketball, and Millard West gets it back. 21 seconds on the game clock. 15-5 is your score. On the left side, it's Moody. Now Nora Gessert fires the long three. That one just grazes the rim, and the rebound is corralled for the moment. Last touch off of Jalen Moody. It's going to be Omaha Westside basketball.
Yeah, right there. That was a better job by Westside of just chasing the miss, right? You got to understand Millard West right here. We haven't even got through the first quarter, Nick, right? We're 11 seconds left. So essentially in one quarter, they have shot 11 threes.
Yeah.
So this is who they are and what they live and die by. But if you got to understand when they miss, and there's been 8 misses, you cannot afford to give them offensive rebounds.
Matoyer fires a long three at the end of the horn, and it's going to be the end of the first quarter. Your score after 1 quarter to play, Millard West 15, Omaha Westside 5. here in the Class A state championship game on 93.7 The Ticket.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ticket, it's Millard West against Omaha Westside as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. As Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman with you, getting ready for quarter number 2 between Millard West and Omaha Westside. It's 15-5, Jay. I mean, we talked about, man, no real like offensive rhythm for Westside.
Yeah, I think when you're playing against an offense that's obviously as efficient and as effective as Millard West, you can kind of lull yourself to sleep. It's like you work so hard defensively and then come down on the offensive side and you're like, all right, I got to jack up some shots. I think you got to get some philosophy, and you should have just really looked and see what North Star did. You got to get downhill, and you have got to be physical because the more you make them play defense, the less they're effective they are on offense.
On the right side, it's Neely Gesser with the basketball. She'll fire the 3 on the way, and she drains it. Neely Gesser is on fire. That's 4 3-pointers.
Yeah, Matoyer is saying there's nothing else you can do, but one thing she did is she put that hand down on the ball fake. You got to face guard a really good offensive player in Gesser.
On the left side, it's Kamora Jenkins. Westside down 13 points. It feels like a crucial part of the game here, despite it still just being early second quarter. Sinai Foster fires the 3. That was halfway down and out. And now that shot's blocked on the follow-up by Matoyer as it's rejected by Nora Gesser.
You know what? I like that shot by Foster. She hadn't got a shot all game, and it almost went in. But I like the Matoyer and Jenkins chasing the rebound. Almost had an easy shot. Now you're down right here by 13 now, Nick. So you got to stay. You got a ton of basketball left, but you got to really crank up the intensity. I think that the championship mindset in the experience of Millard West is showing. They are going out and bringing the fight to Westside. Westside is playing way too passive against this Millard West Wildcats offense and defense.
Here's Matoyer as an offensive screen, or moving screen rather, called on the Sinai Foster. That'll be Millard West basketball here.
Yeah, right there. Again, we talked about this. It must be a theme probably coming into this tournament. So if you're the boys listening, you better be ready. They're going to call it next week. It's on the ball handler to set up the screener. It's not on the screener to set up the ball handler.
Here is left side, Nora Gesser down low, Anna Dunn. Anna Dunn, right-handed layup, no good. Pabin follows up, and she's able to hit the layup.
Right, when you look at Westside right now, not a lot of size out there besides Foster. I think the size overall from top to bottom is paying dividends for Millard West.
Garen Kay can't hit the three-pointer, and it's still 20-5. Omaha Westside hasn't scored in what feels like forever. As on the right side, Nora Gesser now down low. Pabin in the lane. She is fouled by Omaha Westside, and Kylie Pabin will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
As of right now, Millard West and their offensive effectiveness and also seeing the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is really paying apparent right now. You got Westside right now, right? You know, they're in a tricky situation, Nick. You got pretty much 3 quarters left, and you're playing against a team that seems like in your mind hadn't missed a shot. You know, they're 8 of 18, 4 of 12 from threes. They're doing whatever they want with you, especially on the offensive end, more in particular on the defensive end. So you got to do more, coaching mentally than physically. You know, Coach Clark with a full timeout right now. This is not even about X's and O's right now. This timeout is more about getting your mind right and getting into the game. You let a quarter and a minute and 15 seconds go by, and we have not brought the fight to Westside. You know, at the end of the day, you're down by 17 points, right? So let's see how they react if we really bring the fight to them and see how they reacted, because ultimately right now we're making everything way too easy. They're getting open shots. They're getting easy layups. They're getting putbacks. They're getting offensive rebounds. They're shutting us down on defense, in particular by what we're doing, but more importantly, by us not going and really bringing it to them. This is a mindset and a heart check right now for the Omaha Westside Warriors.
It's 22-5 here as Millard West and Omaha Westside do battle in the Class A title game. 22-5, 17-point Millard West lead, 6:45 to play in the first quarter. Omaha Westside call a timeout. They're shooting a disastrous 15% from the field.
Yeah, and a lot of their shots are not even within offensive rhythm. They aren't the same shots that we saw against Bellevue West. As a shot selection. What we're seeing now is just shots coming down, one pass and jacking up a three, driving in amongst the trees. And sometimes you're up against the clock, but more importantly, there's no offensive rhythm. There's no flow. There's no movement. It's very, very stagnant, like you said a couple times. We have got to get some movement if I'm Coach Clark over there, and we have got to get paint touches, and we've got to get to the free throw line.
Here's Matoyer on the right side for Omaha Westside. She throws it back the opposite way now to Garen K. The three-pointer, no good. And it was a good look for Kat Goggin, just unable to connect on it.
Yeah, a good offensive set there, right? You got a double screen up there with a back cut, Alavine for the cut, just not able to hit anything right now.
The last field goal came at the 5:04 mark in the first quarter as the three-point attempt by Pavin is blocked, and we'll have a jump ball giving it to Omaha Westside. But the last made shot, last point, was on a jumper at the 5:04 mark in the first quarter when it was tied 5-5. Millard West on a 17-0 run right now.
Yeah, and that's what they're capable of. And obviously, Neely Gesser obviously has got the party started, just coming out, lighting it up. And then you're not able to match that because you don't have anybody hot on as far as offensively, as far as Westside. And then secondly, you are not putting any pressure on their defense of the Millard West.
Yeah. Here's Kimura Jenkins passing it left side. It's Matoyer. Matoyer with it on the right elbow. Now passing it back out to Foster. Foster to Jenkins. Jenkins top of the key, guarded by Nora Gessert. She tries to split through a double team, and it's going to be a jump ball. And it will be we're going to have a jump ball going to Millard West.
Yeah. And we saw this at Millard West against North Star. They do a good job of when teams do get the angles and get into the lane. They don't go for kind of like steals to, knock it out. They go and try to force jump balls, or they try to come in a late aggressive double team to force you to unforced error and a turnover.
Here on the left side is Jade Lewis. Lewis with the basketball on the left wing. She tries to get it onto the right side. She passes it right side. Pabin for three, and that is good. Kylie Pabin drains it. It's now 25-5.
Yeah, look, right now, Coach Clark is trying to think is what can he do and what can he do. What you can do, that was probably a foul right there. Sometimes you need that bank maybe to get that offense going. But Coach Clark is sitting there. What else can we do? We're running a little man, a little bit of zone. But we got to get our hands up. We're turning around. Neely Gessert, another three.
And Neely Gessert unable to hit on that three-pointer. Nora Gessert, though, has it top of the key. Nora crosses over right to left, fadeaway jumper. Air balls that one, and we have a foul called on Neely Gessert on the attempted rebound.
Yeah, Neely Gessert a little bit over the back, even though she's significantly taller than Kay. You definitely got to call for that because she extended her body over Kay instead of going straight up. But that, look, the bank shot there by Matoyer could be the spark that they need, but they still need some more offensive flow, some rhythm as well.
On the right side, a three-pointer is going to be missed badly by Kay for Omaha Westside. And it will be a turnover on the air ball. Yeah. It's going to be 25-7. Millard West out in front by 18.
Yeah, they got to lock in here and understand. You're down by 18. And that's not going to change. Yeah, but you still have pretty much 5 minutes left in the first half. Not in the game. You can start getting into this lead because you know what? As much as you haven't played well, Millard West has pretty much played lights out.
Yeah, top of the key, it's Pavin. Pavin with it. She will dribble right side, working on Foster. The layup in the lane is good, just too tough to defend.
Right. Look, all three of them are on point, and you haven't had Nora Gesper start getting started. She's probably been locking down on defense while Neely and Pavin have been going to work offensively.
Here's Kimura Jenkins. Jenkins steps back at the top of the key, gives it to Sinai Foster. Foster over the left side to Jaya Freeman. Freeman gives it into the corner, Elise Peterson. Peterson with Freeman. Freeman fires a three, and that one's just going to be a little too strong. The rebound tipped around. Westside gets it back. Freeman drives baseline left side and has to back it out to the perimeter. Gives it to Kamora Jenkins near the top of the key on just to the left side of it. Now to Matoyer. Matoyer shot fakes, dribbles in the lane, splits through the defender, kicks it out Freeman. Another crack at a three. She can't hit that one either, and Jade Lewis comes away with a defensive rebound.
You know, Nick, that was a pretty good shot right there, but not once did Sanaya Foster touch it. And it's not just her touching it in order to score, but it's to try to set somebody else up. She had post position on Neely Gessert. You have to attack the Gessert twins on offense or when they're on defense in order to slow them down on offense. Now you come back, you had Jade Lewis with an excellent play because she's coming out like the spark plug like she was in the very first game with the possibility of and one.
Jade Lewis, what she does so well, she grabbed that defensive rebound. She got down the court. She was trailing a little bit. She cut right down the center of the lane, and they got her the basketball. And she just continued to go downhill, finished the layup, and ended up missing the free throw on the end one opportunity. But it's 29-7. Millard West has come out on fire. They are shooting as a team 45%, 46% if you round up from the field, compared to Westside settling for a lot of outside low percentage shots. They're shooting 1 for 11 from beyond the three-point line and 16% from the field.
Yeah, you know what? They're playing right in the hands of Millard West and shooting a lot of outside shots, and you don't have any inside rebounding presence, and you don't have the size to really nullify this offense of Millard West.
Another one-and-done trip down the road or down the floor goes Omaha Westside, and in the paint on the other end for Millard West, Omaha Westside commits the foul on the defense. It's going to be Millard West basketball underneath their own bucket.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good job there by Davis to try to wall up, and she probably maybe was thinking that she could have got the charge call against her, but nevertheless, it was a body blocking foul right here. So you're in a tricky time here at Westside. You can't really, I mean, you're in the state championship here. You got to find a way to get it going. Whether it's Jenkins, your senior guard, whether it's Matoyer, your young freshman guard, you got to get the party started. You got a defensive block there by Davis.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind to see you push the pace here.
Here's the pass up the floor to Kamora Jenkins. Jenkins in the lane. The floater does not go. Rebound tipped around a couple of times, and it's going to be controlled by Gessert. Gessert gets it up to Jalen Moody. Moody now gets it poked away from behind, but we're going to have a foul called on Kendall Davis of Omaha Westside.
Kendall Davis thought she did a good job of pocketing Moody there, pocketing Moody there, but also, you know, Jenkins had an open lane there, and I think sometimes you could quote-unquote start seeing ghosts, right, where you get past Neely Gessert, Nora Gessert at the top of the key, and you leave it a little bit short, and you leave your change there, and you know, leave a couple dollar bills there, and you only take the change. So, again, there's 3 minutes left. We'll keep saying this, obviously, Nick, until the energy starts getting going. You can't get down, you know, so low that essentially you cash it in right now. You're definitely a talented team. You wouldn't be in the state championship if you didn't have the talent. You're meeting up against a buzzsaw right now. Yeah. But you got to find a way to work around it, and you got to get some good shots.
30-7. That's your score, as Westside is in a drought. They have not hit a shot in the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Only one shot since the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. Here's Matoyer in the lane. She gets bumped and fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Well, Nick, we saw that yesterday with North Star in North Star Gators led by Tommy Johnson. That's how you really wear down and get, you know, punch a hole in this kind of a, you know, zone man concept that Millard West plays, right? You know, they have a lot of size, but you got to get up into their bodies and get to the free throw line. You start making free throws, your confidence starts to come up, and the pace of the game starts to slow down. I think if you just roll the ball out there and play basketball with Millard West, they're going to blow you out.
Yeah.
You have got to really play fast, score, slow the game down. It's almost like playing basketball in a different way that you're not used to playing it week in and week out.
And the second free throw from Matoyer is also good. She goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, so it's going to be Nora Gessert bringing it up the floor as she'll cross the timeline. 30-9 is your score. The 21-point advantage back cut by Pabin. The layup in the lane is good, but it's going to be a charge called on Kylie Pabin.
The bucket counts. Good job there by Kylie Pabin, which is like, you know, you crossing the face on the cut. Or then I think they might have said it was the charge was before.
The bucket does not count.
Yeah, the bucket. Yeah, so good job there by Pabin. You know, when you have somebody playing really, really high on you, cut hard, good catch, almost a good finish, but a better job by Matoyer coming over there and establishing himself and making them call a charge.
So back to a 30-9 ball game. Mark Kruger getting an explanation on that sideline over there on the top of the key. Here it is with Kendall Davis. Davis gives it to Matoyer. Matoyer, the referee isn't even paying attention to the game. He's having a conversation with Mark Kruger. Now Matoyer is going to get bumped and fouled on the floor.
Yeah, you got to keep your dribble alive against this Millard West kind of stifling defense, and they stifle you by size and experience and length. You keep your dribble alive, and the reason why you do that because you got to make them play defense past your first initial move. You can get them in foul trouble really quick. Now the next one, I mean, they're at the free throw line, right?
That is the fifth team foul.
Yeah, so I mean, this is what I don't know what the delay is here.
They're going to say that is 4.
Well, then it's okay.
So it's a sideline inbound.
Okay,
there we go. Next one, we'll put Westside in the bonus.
Yeah,
a little bit of confusion here from this crew so far. On the right side is Matoyer. She crosses over in the lane, kicks it out. Here's Gabriella. That is Duval with a 3-point shot. She's fouled on the shot attempt. She missed the 3-pointer though.
Yeah, Jade Lewis didn't think she fouled her. She sure fouled her. Didn't knock her over.
Yeah,
you fouled her though. So again, like Nick, you're down by 21 points, right? And I don't know if at any point during the season had Westside have 9 points with this day late in the first half. So right now you're at the free throw line, getting some free shots to knock into this lead, let alone to get in the double digits.
Duval misses the first one. Here comes the second of 3 free throws for Gabriella Duval in Omaha Westside. She misses that one as well. Just talk about a lid on a bucket. This is what Omaha Westside is experiencing in every facet right now.
Yeah, I don't think Millard West ever experienced it. Maybe a little bit in the first round game, but right now they are humming. And so you got to really concentrate in here. There's 3 opportunities. You got the person with the buzzer.
The buzzer
get this championship game. They got to step it up.
There you have
Wake
it.
up.
Nora Gessert has it across the timeline after 3 missed free throws. It wasn't even a made free throw, so they shouldn't even buzzed it even if they would have made it.
They just assumed you made it.
Yeah, on the left side, Neely Gessert is fouled on the jumper by Jaya Freeman, and Neely will go to the line to shoot 2 shots for Millard West, who leads at 30-9 with 1:51 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, a good job there by Neely Gessert to get into her secondary move and really set up there Freeman, both by initial drive, but then the crossover into the mid-range.
And the free throw for Neely Gessert is perfect, 31-9, the future Creighton Blue Jay.
Now, Nick, as they go on to Creighton, do you think their roles will change? Whereas obviously Nora is maybe more of a kind of a point forward. Neely is more of the assassin and try to, get, will score it, at will and have the green light.
I think they're going to give her the green light. How can you put a pause on that?
No, yeah. I mean, I think it might even be better when you get, a little bit more favorable matchups because being 6 foot and being able to handle the rock.
Yeah.
That is definitely a plus.
Here at the top of the key, on the right side is Jaya Freeman. Freeman with the basketball, passes it right side to Garen Kay. Kay has it on the right wing, down low in the lane. It's Duval. She gets the layup to fall. I would say this, Jay. I would ask you this. Are you surprised that Omaha Westside has 1 starter on the floor right now, and they're down 32-11?
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Maybe it's Coach Clark trying to inspire some of his starters that are on the bench. You have Matoyer, Jenkins, Foster, and Kay. I think it's Kay or it's Goggin on the bench. And so, sometimes a little tough love and in the biggest moments can wake you up a little bit. There's a coach that said that he had the ultimate equalizer is that bench, and that's Bobby Knight said it'll wake you up real quick.
Yeah. On the near side here is Garen Kay. Kay backs it out to the perimeter. Left side, 3-ball on the way, and it's good for number 15, Kendall Davis.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, sometimes you need your backup players to get your starters going, and a 3 finally went through for the Westside Warriors. Good shot there by Davis.
On the back cut, Kylie Paving gets a block from behind, and a foul is called on the Omaha Westside Warriors. 32-14 is your score. It's 42 seconds to go in this first half, and that foul goes on Garen Kay.
Yeah, Millard West came right back, and they tried to go right at Davis. A good closeout, maybe a bailout call right there. The Westside Warrior fan base is not liking it. Coach Clark, hey, listen, Coach, we got must-see TV. Look at Coach Clark.
He's back. He's back.
Body language, less talking, letting you know exactly what he thinks. Look, he said, listen, they was all ball. we're getting smoked right here by 18 points, 19 points. He said, that's ridiculous. That was his last word.
As with 40 seconds left on the first half, it's 33-14. Here is Omaha Westside with the basketball. Working cross court, that pass intercepted. Wasn't even close as it's taken away by Nora Gessert. Gessert crosses over. Shot clock is dark here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nora Gessert lost the basketball, gets it back. Now we have a timeout called by Neely Gessert away from the basketball. And yes, Neely Gessert called a timeout where she was on the right wing. The ball was on the left wing. And with 21 seconds on the game clock, Neely Gessert called the timeout because the official pointed at her the entire time.
Yeah, well, I guess she didn't have one. I mean, he said, we need a break.
Yeah, there it is. 21.1 seconds to go in the first half. We'll go ahead and keep it right here since we're about to take a break for our halftime intermission. The game's still to come after this one. The Class C2 matchup between Elkhorn Valley and Oakland Craig. The Class B matchup between Omaha Skutt and Gretna East. And then Class D action between Dorchester and Fall City Sacred Heart.
The D's.
Dorchester.
The home of Nick Sainert.
Not the home of Nick Sainert. The home of Nick Sainert's father.
If your father was not there in the village of
That's
Dorchester.
Right, the village of Dorchester. Do you remember the population?
53.
No.
530.
That is disrespectful.
530?
That is disrespectful. Dorchester's about to probably have a large contingent.
It's 530.
It is 610.
See, I was close because I remember they all came there that day.
They all came that day. Okay. Here's Anna Dunn.
We should have robbed the bank. And that sports
bar
you went to.
City Slickers. Great spot. Here on the right side, it's Nora Gessert. Less than 10 seconds to go in the half. Nora Gessert floater on the way. It does not fall. The rebound tips into the arms. Here comes Jurosevic. Jurosevic to Davis. That ball is tipped, and there's the buzzer at the half. Your score, well, it's been all Millard West in the first half. They lead it 33-14 at the break over the Omaha Westside Warriors at the break in the Class A state championship game. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman from Pinnacle Bank Arena. We'll be back in a few minutes.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first. Now is the time to get a glimpse into living and learning at Doane University through a personalized in-person or virtual visit. We know once you experience Doane, you'll see why it's a place where you can achieve your goals and shape your future. Schedule your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership, plus score big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has it all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location, and they can't wait to get you set up for the summer.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchase from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. Class A state championship game. It's been all Millard West Wildcats. They lead at 33-14 at the break. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Harrison Arns back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. At the break, like I mentioned, Millard West out in front. They're looking to repeat as Class A state champions. Neely Gessert with 16 points at the break, 5 of 8 shooting, 4 for 7 from beyond the three-point line. Neely Gessert, 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal to go with her stat line. Nora Gessert struggled to find the bottom of the bucket in that first half. Still scoreless here, 0 for 5 shooting, but 2 assists and 1 rebound, 2 steals for the other Gessert sister. Kylie Pavin having herself a nice first half, 12 points, 4 for 7 from the field, and 5 rebounds, while Omaha Westside, very little, if anything, is going right for the Warriors, shooting as a team 23% from the field, 5 of 22 as a team, 15% from beyond the three-point line. And they're led in scoring by a Hamaya Matoyer. Hamaya with a 2 for 6 performance in that first half from the field, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 6 points, but she had to sit because of a little bit of foul issues, both her and Sinai Foster. as well as Kendall Davis, all have 2 personal fouls for the Omaha Westside Warriors. For Westside, you're sitting here going, all right, you're down by, 19 points at this point. You're not out of it by any means, but you're certainly going to need to string some stops together and then hopefully find some higher percentage shots. Jay and I were talking in the middle there while we were off air, talking about just how, unfortunately, Omaha Westside has allowed Millard West to kind of dictate what type of basketball they play. They're allowing them to kind of dictate what shots they take, the three-point barrage or the three-point specialist of Millard West, and their success from it, most importantly, Neely Gessert, has now forced and made Omaha Westside feel like they've had to shoot some threes, like they've had to answer back with threes of their own, and that's not what Omaha Westside does well, especially on a day where Sinai Foster's in foul trouble. It's a real bummer for Omaha Westside that they're struggling to find the bottom of the net. Now, what they did is head coach Steve Clark did bench 4 of his 5 starters. The only starter he kept out there was Garen Kay for the time being in the late stages of that second quarter, and we'll see, does that provide a spark for maybe some of those starters that did have to sit on the bench because of some, whether it was foul trouble, whether it was poor play, whatever the case may be for head coach Steve Clark. Do we see a spark ignite in that Westside locker room, out of that Westside locker room and onto the floor here for the Omaha Westside Warriors? Your score at the half, once again, Millard West 33, Omaha Westside 14. Let's step aside for a couple short minutes as we have the second half coming up in a few moments from Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's the Class A state championship game from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
The planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
Hello? Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Hey, bestie! Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey. Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert alongside Jay Foreman as we get ready to start the third quarter. What'd you say to me?
Right now, though, Nick, this is a crucial time for Westside. I'm sure Coach Clark's message was loud, clear, and authoritative, for however you can do that, right? Coming out of halftime, I mean, you got to implore your athletes to really dive into this championship type of game, right? This is not a time to be in your feelings. It's time to really let's get after it. You're down by 19. And the message got to be Millard West has played phenomenal. Yeah. We have played like hot garbage. Now, by us playing like hot garbage is allowing Millard West to do their thing. So let's go get after it and let's see how well they do when you play with a little bit of force.
All right, here we go. As Matoyer has it for Omaha Westside. On the right side, it's back to Kimora Jenkins. Jenkins with it. As she passes it off to Garen Kay. Kay can't get the layup to go, but she gets her own miss, and that shot is rejected by Gessert, and we have a foul called on Omaha Westside.
Yeah, good job there. It was actually a good offensive series there, and Kay got it blocked there by Gessert. I think it was Nora Gessert, who's more of the defensive stopper, and then Jade Lewis, I think, got it, and Jenkins got, a little touch foul. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look, you actually had something positive. You can't live and die because you didn't score or have a three-pointer go in. Yeah, you got to get positive mojo going on right now.
Here's Anna Dunn with it, top of the key. Dunn working on Kimora Jenkins. She passes it to Nora Gessert, who was scoreless in that first half. She now to Dunn. Dunn jumper on the way, and that one tickles the twine. It's good.
When you know it's your day is when you could, go ring around the rosy on the rim and know it's going in with probably your fifth option offensively and done. Good pick and roll there.
And now we have a foul. It's going to be called on Nora Gessert.
Yeah, you know what? It was a good job there by Sanaya Foster setting a good hard screen, which she got called for the moving screen in the first half. So, it was a good job there, obviously, by Matoria setting it up. And now listen to Nick, I'm big on body language. Yeah. Right? We got to get the body language.
As this one's going to go out of bounds, last touched by Omaha Westside.
Yeah. I mean, that's an unforced error when you're on an inbounds pass and you throw it to almost half court. Now it's time to get our focus to Coach Clark here. The power stance is out. I can only imagine what he's thinking because I'm going to tell you this now, all jokes aside, Nick.
Yeah.
This is not the team that he coached every day. This is not a team that played and beat a tough, scrappy Bellevue West team a little over 24 hours ago.
As Nora Gessert has it right side, here's Jade Lewis. Lewis with the basketball. Far side now it is Neely Gessert with the basketball. Neely dribbles it top of the key. She spins around to Jade Lewis. She'll fire the three on the way. She misses that one. Follows her own shot. Gets it back with the foul. Jade Lewis will go to the free throw line to shoot one more.
Yeah, Jade Lewis, the Energizer Bunny, and she's keeping the team going. I mean, transferred in the Millard West. She knows she plays her role. She plays it excellent. Long three by her. Good box out or close out by Sanaya Foster. The wherewithal to follow her shot, then also finish through contact, almost a three-point play.
Here's the free throw by Lewis. It's good.
It is a three-point. It's an and one. And so, look, Miller, I'm going to tell you the difference of this game right here. It's championship experience, knowing what's on the line, knowing that you have to impose your will from the beginning. You got to go take this championship, a chance to go back-to-back champions. That's exactly what you've seen by Millard West. Good rebound there by Foster. Not a good job of securing the rebound with two hands.
As now it's Millard West out for the Matoyer jumper that missed off back iron on the right side. Anna Dunn down to Jade Lewis. She's in the lane, and she's going to be fouled on the way up. Whoa. Jade Lewis will go to the line to shoot two.
Right now, you know, when you're on Westside, you can tell by their body language. It's like they're thinking anything and everything is going against them, right? Little touch fouls are called against you. And Jade Lewis, I'm not sure if she was going for a shot there, but now she's at the free throw line. Now is when you got to really, if I'm Jenkins, right? and even though Sanaya Foster is a junior, this is where you got to really show some leadership. You got to really dive into trying to get this team going because there's a lot of time left. You are getting beat now by 26 points. Pride is on the line. Expectation is on the line. And also you don't want to live with the regret of, okay, we had a couple things or not more than a few things not go our way. Are we going to sit there and just pout about it and then just let, just have the losers lean per se and let it just go way, way out of hand versus fight back, showing what you're made of. And especially with the Westside Warriors program that plays with a lot of pride, have built their basketball program or in the girls side up essentially from scratch. You don't want to ever do that considering just 2018 you were a champion. Yes.
Matoyer misses the three. Nora Gessert then for Millard West drains a three after she almost lost the basketball. It's 43-14. Kimora Jenkins for three. That one's good. Kimora Jenkins drains a three.
There you go, right there. And I think this had Nora Gessert is like, you know what, I'm going to get busy here. There go Jade Lewis here.
Once again, Jade Lewis, the right-handed layup is good.
This looks like when they played Millard North in the first game, right? She is actually only 5'8". She's more of a guard size, but there are three big wings play on the wing. She rim runs, and she gets a lot of easy buckets.
Down low, Foster in the lane. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two shots. Sanai Foster that was her second shot attempt.
Yeah, and the first one was a three. She forced it up. And so we talked about what are the factors in the game. Foster is almost like Sarah Gatwich, but not as obviously, on the wing and skilled, but being a physical presence inside, is that what you have to do against this Millard West team?
And Sanai Foster misses the first free throw. 45-17 your score, 5:11 to go in the third quarter. Millard West out in front big. It's their largest lead.
And Nick, I can 29. Tell you right now, Millard West did not expect to come in and be up by 28 points against this against Omaha Westside Warriors team, who plays some pretty good defense. And we've seen them against Bellevue West lock down that third and fourth quarter and being able to blow that game wide open. So, yes, you expect to win every game, but you don't expect to be up by 27 points with 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
It's a 27-point margin. Millard West is up with 5:02 to play in the third. Neely Gessert with it, left side backdoor cut. Nora Gessert lost the basketball, turnover. West side gets the basketball right back. Here comes Kimora Jenkins. She'll cross the timeline. Kimora Jenkins with it, steps back. Now right side Goggin to Matoyer. Matoyer working around. Elise Peterson trying to get the ball down low as Matoyer's fouled, puts up a shot. It's in.
There you go, Matoyer, right? I think she's a really good young guard here at 5'3" as a freshman, leading the team in scoring. Does a really good job of keeping the defense off balance and right past the Gesser twins, in between them, up off the glass. Possible and one. She probably could she break your ankles? Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't got no athletic ability. But Nick, right now, this is where you got to double down on it, right? You got an and one 3-point play. Okay, you're down by 24. You're not changing the deficit. You have to change your actions and then worry about the deficit when you get within shooting or against closing range.
45-21. It's to a 24-point margin. Gessert now left side down low. Lewis in the lane. The layup is not good. And the defensive rebound collected by Matoyer. West side trying to get a little bit of momentum here. Matoyer to the right side. Kimora Jenkins. Kimora passes right back to Matoyer, crossing over. Matoyer, jumper, free throw line. It's good with the bucket. The jumper was good, and the foul, and Matoyer's going back to the free throw line.
Yeah, Matoyer used the Gesser twins, with a kind of a ghost pick there by Freeman as a little bit of a pick and roll right there. Mid-range, fadeaway, buckets. See, a little bit of life here. You can't keep looking at the scoreboard. The scoreboard ain't changing. The only thing that has to change is the action. You see the uptick in energy, the uptick in force, the uptick in want to. They did a really good job of closing out on both Gesserts and they got the ball to Jade Lewis on the defensive side. Just the swipe, the extra step on defense made Lewis miss it. You get into a fast break, couple passes. Now you're at the free throw line trying to get back-to-back and ones.
4:19 to go in the third quarter. We have a timeout on the floor. Let's step aside.
Back there?
Come back 30 seconds and be right back here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman with you. All right, Jay, a little bit of life for Westside here.
Yeah, a little bit of life for Westside. Coach Clark here is trying to get the score right here. He's having a conversation over there, and he's probably trying to set the foundation for the ultimate comeback. He also is pointing over here right behind us, Nick, because Emmett Johnson and Dylan Raiola are here. They've made their appearance right behind us. So we're getting more popularity. We're probably on TV. First of all, I don't want to be on TV.
You don't like being on TV?
Let's see.
I don't know. We're not on TV yet. I don't know. I mean, first yesterday it was Danny Busman Kelly and Jalen Reyes came up and sat down next to us.
Must be the hot spot, man.
Here
this
we
is
are.
ridiculous.
What can I say?
I didn't mean to put my ski mask on.
They came right up and said, "What's up?"
Yeah, they did. You know, Emmett Johnson used to be a really good basketball player.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Legit, all-state player, man, and kind of like somebody else I know from Minnesota.
Yeah. Here's Nora Gessert, top of the key. I was trying real hard to think of some other NBA player that I knew was from Minnesota. You thinking Anthony Edwards?
Ant-Man, yeah.
Ant-Man?
Yeah. Jalen Suggs?
Yeah.
Chet Holmgren?
There's a lot more ahead of you, I would probably
that
imagine.
was.
On the right side, though, we have a foul against Millard West as Westside is going to go back to the free throw line, and they're on this little 7-0 run.
Yeah, Nick, I mean, this is the point I was trying to make in the first half when Westside was thinking the Avalanche was coming at them. The one thing Tommy Johnson and the North Star Gators showed you, and now it didn't work out for them because they weren't able to make any shots that last pretty much 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, was the best way to nullify this offense was to get downhill to the basket with physicality and get to the free throw line. They've done it the last three possessions, twice by Matoyer and one by Jenkins, 2 3-point plays by Matoyer, and then obviously, a couple free throws here by Jenkins. So the recipe is there. The thing is, are you willing to cook the recipe and use your ingredients?
Jenkins goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line on the other end. Kylie Pabin fires the three. She can't get it to fall, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by the Omaha Westside Warriors.
Yeah, Pavin did a really good job of following up the deep three and then obviously throwing up off the couple Westside defenders. But also, Nick, when I talked about that earlier in the first half, right, your energy, right, your mindset, your buy-in of going for the championship, you had to plan for eventually that they wouldn't hit threes and they wouldn't hit the shots. So this is why you put in early, and then therefore you can possibly make a comeback.
Yeah, inside on the block, Nora Gesser, the turnaround jumper, good.
Very good job there by the Gesser twins doing what they usually do in the backyard or on the driveway, find each other. Nora Gesser for easy 2 points.
Here's top of the key. It's Goggin. Goggin now right side to K looking to throw it. Now back to Goggin. Goggin with it. Dribbles top of the key, left side to Jaya Freeman. Freeman fires the long three on the way, and that air ball missed everything as it goes out of bounds to the Millard West Wildcats.
Yeah, that's probably not what Coach Clark wanted. Up against the shot clock, but you think you could have got a more realistic three for the young guard there, Freeman.
Yeah. 3 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. 47-25 is your score. Anna Dunn with the basketball. Dunn gives it to Nora Gessert. Gessert will bring it across the timeline, getting harassed by Goggin defensively. Now Neely Gessert with the basketball. Crosses over right to left. As inside the lane, it's going to be through the hands of Nora Gessert. It'll be a turnover for Omaha Westside.
Yeah, Neely is mad at Nora. Said, you got to catch that. Look, you got to clean up your room, too. Look at him. Listen.
It hit your hand.
Yeah,
that's
it
what
hit
she
your
just
hand.
said. She goes, it hit your hand.
Yeah, it's like Jerry Rice. That's why you catch every ball that's thrown to you. If it hit your hand, you got to catch it.
Yeah.
You like that little sisterly love right there, right? They ready to get in the couple of stairs there.
Yeah.
You know what, Nick? They got 4 more years to play with each other,
That's
so
right.
we're going to be able to see it.
On the top of the key is Kamora Jenkins, 2:40 to play in the third quarter. 47-25 is your score. Kamora Jenkins in the center of the lane kicks it out far side. Jaya Freeman for three, and she drains it. It's 47-28.
Yeah, now the Westside offense is coming alive a little bit. Now you see some energy on defense, and you know what? It just comes down to better execution, a little bit more force.
Yeah. In the lane, Nora Gessert takes it to the rim, and she's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I think Neely sparked the fire under Nora. Nora, look at. She said, Stop talking to me like that.
No,
I know.
she said that was my bad on that pass.
Yeah,
she understood.
Yeah,
I read the lips.
Yeah, you gotta walk it off a little bit. Like she said, don't talk to me like that. I know it was my fault.
I know. I don't need you to tell me it was my fault.
Yeah. But you know what? I think it sparked her a little bit to go downhill and get a shot at the free throw or get a shot at the hoop and cause her to get fouled on the shot.
Nora Gessert misses the first free throw, the second one on the way, and it is good. So Westside trails by 20. They've trailed by as many as 29. What's probably the benchmark you're trying to get down by? I mean, obviously not going to get the lead back in time.
With 6 minutes left, you want to be, about 16 points.
Yep.
And if you can do that, you can go to helter-skelter. But I think the hard thing is if you go to a foul mode and try to extend the game, the Gessert twins, Pavin, Dunn, Lewis, they all shoot really, really high percentage from the free throw line.
Down low, it's Jade Lewis. Lewis with the basketball gets it out to Pavin. Pavin, top of the key, guarded by Kamora Jenkins. She almost got her pocket picked. Gets it back, though, now to Dunn. Dunn will throw it up top. Out the perimeter to Nora Gessert, who resets the offense with 11 to shoot. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's Gessert, pull-up jumper, and it is not good. Sat on the rim for a short time, and now here comes Hamaya Matoyer. Matoyer bringing it across the timeline. She has it on the left side, crosses over center of the lane, puts up a tough shot. She falls down. No whistle. Matoyer wanted the foul. Now up the floor it goes to Jade Lewis. Lewis working on Peterson, and she is fouled as Jade Lewis will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
Peterson's a little upset. It's saying with the Westside Warriors fans, and obviously that's an obvious foul right there. But Coach Clark is saying the same thing. Why wasn't the foul called on Matoyer on the body on the shot down here on their end? He's still standing there. He's not getting any answer. So you asked what the benchmark is. So they're down by 20 not right now, and possibly being down as much as 22. With about 6 minutes left, we got to have it down to about 16 so we can try to really, really go to a jump and trap type of defense to really speed up this well-oiled machine of the West or the Millard West Wildcats.
1 minute, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. 49-28 is your score. The free throw is good by Jade Lewis. She goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and it's now 50-28. Omaha Westside trails. Kamora Jenkins with the basketball, has it at the top, the key guarded by Lewis. Kamora drives on Lewis, spins, pivots, kicks it out Peterson. Now she dumps it off to Matoyer. She'll fire the three from the top, and Hamaya Matoyer drains it.
There you go. You have your best player start hitting some big shots, and Matoyer has been the spark plug here in the middle of the third quarter.
Here, top of the key, it's Gessert. Gessert steps through. She is fouled, and now Nora Gessert will go right back to the line to shoot two more. Fouls are aplenty in the third quarter.
Yeah, Coach Clark is not liking this. He's like, they are a bigger, stronger unit as far as Millard West is concerned, and anytime that they get touched, it seems like a foul is called. And so when you're trying to make a comeback and you're starting to get a spark on offense, and you see Matoyer here up to 15 points and she has 3 rebounds, you don't want to have a team like Millard West at the free throw line. And you got to think about it right now, right? Pavin has 12. Nora Gessert has 7. Lewis has 13.
Yeah.
And
quiet 13.
Quiet 13, but it's all been put back. It's all been hustle plays. Those are really the two biggest differences in the game of Pavin and obviously Lewis.
Matoyer drains another 3 with 39 to go in the third quarter. It's now 52-34 after the Matoyer three-pointer. It's an 18-point deficit. Nora Gessert now to Anna Dunn. Dunn on the right wing. Looking top of the key, Anna Dunn with the basketball. She's guarded by Jaya Freeman. Freeman spins around, throws it this way to Millard. Millard now back out as they're getting Mark Kruger getting Neely Gessert one last rest probably before the entire fourth quarter is played by her. Pavin for 3, grazes front rim. Jade Lewis, rebound good.
There goes Jade Lewis with her 15th point, quiet as can be, put back after put back. The long threes that she's able to corral and then also put back in and hit free throws has been the difference in this game.
That is the end of the third quarter. Your score, Millard West 54, Omaha Westside 34. It's a 20-point deficit for Omaha Westside as we enter the final period of play. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details. You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, I'm banning him next year from Grant.
Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman.
Look at us. Look at Coach Clark.
He's
a national treasure.
At the start of the fourth quarter, it is 54-34. Omaha Westside trails by 20 to Millard West. If you're Omaha Westside here, you were down by, what was it at half? You were down by a good chunk at half. You were able to win that third quarter, but ultimately now you got to do a little bit more here.
Yeah, now you got to do like something astronomical. These first 4 minutes are going to be huge. Now you got to put a big dent in the first 2 minutes, and then you got to continue along the process the next 2 minutes after that. Now,
it's a defensive foul called on Garen Kay.
That was a delayed call of Kay blowing up a pick. I don't think Kay was even going in that direction, but I think even Neely Gessford is laughing at it a little bit. A good acting job.
So Nora Gessert to inbound. She gets it into Pabin at the top of the key. Pabin with the basketball. She goes left on Sinai Foster, who's been quiet as a church mouse today. Sinai Foster now passes out far side, Jade Lewis. Jade Lewis cross court, near corner three. Pabin can't get it to fall, and Goggin gets the defensive rebound. Here up the floor it goes with Sinai Foster in the lane. It's good. I just need to talk about it.
Yeah, that's what shows you the skill set of the 6'2 junior. Does it got a technical?
Did we get a bench warning on Omaha Westside from – okay. So a bench warning for Omaha Westside.
What happened? Clark was in the way.
Maybe Steve Clark just tripped the referee.
I think he might have been in the way. I think really Coach Clark had really wanted the and one. Yeah. I think Foster did a good job of drawing the contact, no call.
Yeah, here at top of the key, it's Nora Gessert. Gessert with the basketball. Nora looking left side. She'll give it to Neely. Neely now with the basketball. She'll fire the three, unable to get it to fall. And the rebound fought for and won by Kimora Jenkins of Omaha Westside as they are down by 18 points, 54-36. Kimora Jenkins steps up, fires the three on the way. Can't get it to go. And that rebound's going to be tipped, and it will be out of bounds. No, a foul is going to be called on Omaha Westside.
Well, I think that was Kay again. Or was that Goggin?
It was. Garen Kay.
Garen Kay. She's mixing it up with roughhousing a little bit over there, chasing their long rebound with Pabin. I probably don't like that transition three by Jenkins because it really wasn't in rhythm. It was shot because nobody was really guarding you.
Yeah.
I think you can get that shot anytime, but now you got to crank up the pressure. I think you run. We saw this with Bellevue West. You might have to give up a couple to get four more. You got to be able to find a way. You play almost like the money ball game is sometimes you might give up a two when you press, but you're going to score five.
Yeah. Another foul on the floor. This one's going to go on Sinai Foster. That's her fourth.
Yeah, she's had a rough go at it. Number one, they haven't really got her introduced into the offensive flow. Number two, a couple of ticky-tack fouls for the junior. She got to keep her head in the game. She got a bright future.
Neely Gesser with the basketball. She has it, drives baseline on Jaya Freeman, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Jaya Freeman, as that is the fourth team foul of the quarter on Westside.
Coach Clark.
In the first minute and 27 seconds.
That foot tap, he's moving, he's tap dancing. I understand his frustration now. The only way they're going to get back in this game is by playing pressure defense. When you're playing against a bigger team, you don't want these fouls called against you.
Neely Gesser steps back, and we have a foul down low on the putback layup opportunity by Kylie Pabin. And Jay, here we are, a minute and 35 seconds into the game, and into the fourth quarter, and Millard West is in the bonus.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot of fouls in a minute and 35 seconds. And on top of it, Westside has been scoring. I mean, that one was a legit foul. Okay, I'm just saying, right?
Yes, it was.
That was
it was.
legit and
but
one.
I'm saying there's a team 1 minute and 35 seconds
I've
into
never
the
seen
corner
anything like that in my
in
life.
the bonus. I mean, that's just crazy.
There's your trivia question there.
On the left side, who
drive.
What was the fastest? Who was the fastest team to ever get in the bonus?
Nebraska State High School
in Nebraska State basketball
championship game history.
Yeah, there it is. Hamaya Matoyer with the basketball. Her pass deflected. It's going to go into the backcourt as Matoyer. They're going to call a backcourt violation. Okay, they're going to give it to Millard West. That pass was deflected. That pass was deflected by Millard West, and it went into the backcourt.
Yeah, but I think they're trying to say Jenkins touched it, but I would I guess assume that if you don't have possession of it, right? Or not? You
would imagine so, as now there's going to be a touch foul on Kat Goggin, and that is going to put Millard West at the free throw line.
Kat Goggin.
That is the 6th team foul. All right, we're going to keep tallies of this just for fun. That is the 6th team foul of the quarter with 5:59 to go in the fourth quarter. There's only 8 minutes in a quarter.
Is that the Guinness Book of World Record? It's Nebraska State High School basketball. Guinness Book of World Record. And I'm gonna tell you what, Westside doesn't play the type of game that exposes them to this many fouls. No. They don't play like that.
No. Kimora Jenkins with the basketball. This isn't a Bellevue West Lincoln North Star type of team.
Yeah.
This is on the right side. Goggin with the basketball. Down low, that pass intercepted, taken away by Millard West. And Neely Gesser with the basketball gives it to Nora Gesser. Nora crosses the timeline. 58-36 is your score. Now Pabin with the basketball on the right side. Passes it to Anna Dunn at the top of the key near the logo. She's guarded by Kimora Jenkins. Dunn passes it to Neely Gesser in the lane. Neely Gesser, layup good.
Good move there by Neely Gesser. Rock her to sleep a little bit with the low crossover. Empty lane, easy 2 points for the everything forward.
60-36 is the score, and now we have a foul on the other end, as this would be the first team foul of the quarter on Millard West, and it comes with 5:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Going into the line to shoot 2 will be Kimora Jenkins.
Right now, you got to think about it, though, Nick. You wanted to win the fourth quarter. You wanted to win the first 4 minutes. You have not been able to do that. Now, some of that has been enhanced by some hold on now. We got to have a pause to Coach Clark. Look at Coach Clark here. Look what he – hold on. Let's look at him. Look at Coach Clark.
There he is.
You need a conversation.
The arms crossed. Look. There it is. The referee started laughing when he went over there, too.
He knows what you know you're in trouble. You just go ahead, go ahead and take some heat. But Coach Clark is giving him the business right now.
60-37 is your score. Here on the other end, here's Millard. Millard is going to get bumped, and no foul there. As Matoyer almost poked the pocket of Millard. And now Jay Lewis with the basketball. On the right side, Lewis with it. On now to Gessert. Gessert, fadeaway jumper. No good. Matoyer with the defensive rebound.
Good job there by Matoyer and Jenkins of doubling Millard on the backside. That was a hole in their defense.
Matoyer fires for 3, unable to get it. She gets it back, though, on the offensive rebound. Elise Peterson fell down and is slow to get up. Now down low, Kimora Jenkins back out with Jaya Freeman, and she can't hit. And we have a whistle and a foul as Kylie Pabin will shoot free throws for Millard West.
Yeah, right there. Peterson was trying to get the offensive rebound and kind of got tangled up with Pabin. This next 4 minutes and 44 seconds might take an hour. It might take an hour. And the reason why is that because Omaha Westside is going to continue to play hard. Obviously, Millard West is going to finish strong. And the amount of foul, being in the bonus, Nick, in 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, we're going to be here to 5 o'clock.
I hope not, because the next game starts about 4:15.
Well, restart your stretching routine, because it ain't happening.
60-37 is your score after Pabin misses the free throw. Millard West going for back-to-back titles today as they knocked off Bellevue West in just 3-point fashion last year. This one probably going to be a little bit wider of a margin.
I mean, it's something that maybe that Coach Kruger, really talked to his team about last night. Like, look, let's put the icing on the cake. This is a team that we barely beat earlier in the year. Let's prove a point. Let's put ourselves in one of the best teams, not only in Millard West history, but in the state high school or in the state of Nebraska history.
Kamora Jenkins gets bumped by Millard, no whistle. Now Sanai Foster down low gets the turnaround ball.
Yeah, with these, Sanaya Foster, she has a whole toolbox of game, and so she hasn't had a lot of opportunities. Good move by her.
Pabin shoots the three on the way. It's good. Kylie Pabin.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Now Kamora Jenkins with the basketball across the timeline as she has it. Kamora Jenkins hands it off to Matoyer. 4:04 to go in the fourth quarter. We're actually getting a little rid of rhythm here now in the fourth quarter as Jaya Freeman shoots the three. That one does not fall. The offensive board. Put back will not go. And Pabin clears the defensive glass for Millard West. Up the floor. Millard to Lewis. Lewis down low. She misses the layup, and Foster collects the defensive rebound.
Yeah, good job there by Westside getting back and kind of confusing Lewis right there to make her miss that easy 2-point shot.
And the jumper by Kamora Jenkins will not fall. 3:36 to play in the fourth quarter. Jade Lewis has the basketball for Millard West. That was a travel that did not get called. Kamora Jenkins fights for the loose ball. It's safe from going out of bounds. Jaya Freeman has it, and now a blocking foul is called against Millard West with 3:25 to play in the fourth.
Yeah, a little ticky-tack foul there by Pavin. And so, Westside, to be honest with you, is, I think a big mistake from the beginning was trying to match, especially when Neely Gessert started out really hot, was trying to match 3 for 3. I think sometimes you could be down by 8 points, 9 points, and understand that you got to really punch holes in the middle of that defense and be physical. They tried to go 3 for 3 and they weren't, hitting. Yeah. And now you're down by 25 points.
Matoyer missed the jumper, and here comes Neely Gesser. That's correct, Jay. 64-39 your score. Gesser gets bumped, no whistle, and now Kamora Jenkins coming away with that loose ball. Kamora Jenkins spots up, 3-ball on the way. She can't hit it. Rebound, and we'll have a foul with the bucket as that's number 15, Kendall Davis. They're going to get Jade Lewis on the foul. And Davis will go to the line to shoot one more.
Good job by Davis. She's rebounded and been a little bit of a spark the whole time, every time that she came off the bench. And a good job there, offensive rebound, keeping the ball high, possibly a 3-point play. I think right now, if you're Coach Kruger, Nick, to be honest with you, it's 2 minutes and 56 seconds left, right? You're losing the Gesser twins, you're losing Lewis, and I think you're losing Dunn. And you're getting Pabin bring it back, or Pabin is coming back. Yeah. At what point in time do you think about really, emptying your bench? Yeah. Right? I mean, you're up by 22 points, right? And a lot can happen in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. But I would also say Westside hasn't showed the ability to string together 8, 9, 10-point runs, right? And so for me as a coach, really to let that really good class of the Gesser twins and Dunn and obviously Lewis coming over, really enjoy their, this moment of what they've done. I think their performance up until now is obviously worthy of that. Might be an option.
64-42 is your score. Millard West out in front by 22 points. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go.
Bad I beat you in high school.
In the fourth.
I'd run the score up on you. I pressed the whole game.
I can handle pressure.
No, you can't. I mean, I really do think it's time that, you think about it. I know these guys are rolling them out there again, but, within the next, 50
I would say,
seconds.
wouldn't you imagine that he'll give them a chance for the standing ovation?
Yeah, what time would that be at?
2 minutes.
Okay, 50 seconds.
There you go. Neely Gessert to inbound. They get it into Nora Gessert. Gessert has it on the right side. Cross-court pass now to Pabin. Pabin with the basketball, guarded by Foster. Now to Gessert. Gessert, Neely. Bounces it once with the left hand. Looking around. Throws it to Millard. Millard now on the right side in the lane. Millard, layup, good.
Yeah, I think that was purposeful. Wanted to get Millard on the scoreboard. That's her first 2 points. She plays a crucial role as well, coming off the bench and providing not only physicality, but some defensive prowess as well.
So here in the lane, we have it with Sanai Foster. She can't hit the layup, and Pabin gets the defensive rebound. Now giving it to Nora Gessert with 2:05 to play in the fourth quarter. There are 2 substitutions, and they're just going to sub them out as it's a 30-second timeout for Millard West for substitutions. They're going to take Pabin and Millard out. They're going to wait till the next dead ball so that the Gessert sisters can have their own exit off the floor. So the 5 out there right now for Millard West: Nora and Neely Gessert, Anna Dunn, Jade Lewis, and number 20, that is Nolan Gomez. She has the basketball right now. Gomez to Gessert. Gessert to Jade Lewis. Lewis on the right wing, guarded by Kendall Davis. Jade Lewis with the basketball on the right side. Dumps it to Gessert. Nora Gessert with the basketball. Top of the key. Left side, Neely Gessert. That's Gomez. Fires the 3. She can't connect. And now on the far side, Anna Dunn with the offensive rebound, and she is fouled. So Anna Dunn will go to the free throw line with 1 minute and 39 seconds to go. I wouldn't be surprised if in between these free throws, potentially, we see.
I think the assistant coach is telling Coach Kruger, enough is enough. Right?
Nope, not going to have a sub. All right. It does appear. There you go. Now the 3 seniors will come out. Nora and Neely Gessert will come out. Jade Lewis will as well. They're going to wait till after the shooter because probably Anna Dunn as well. Jalen Moody. They're going to sub Nolan Gomez out, Jade Lewis out. There will be 1 for the shooter. And then we'll have another stoppage in play because Millard West has another timeout. So they're going to, if Anna Dunn makes his free throw, they'll sub Anna Dunn out. And she does. So Anna Dunn will come out of the game. Dunn, a senior guard, exits for the final time. And now you know what's about to happen shortly, as I would imagine shortly we see Nora and Neely Gessert subbed out. And this place will rise to their feet. As on the right side, we have a foul, fouled by Nora Gessert. And they're going to put in number 11, Emily Levette, and number 24, Carly Mohat, as they take out Nora and Neely Gessert. Here comes some subs. Millard West rises to their feet, and Nora and Neely Gessert exit for the final time in a Millard West uniform.
Yeah, good for them. A lot has gone into it. I remember being in the dentist chair and hearing about the twins and not know. I'm like, oh, there's no way they're that good. They are that good. Mm-hmm. All that's advertised, back-to-back state champions, and obviously put a lot into this Millard West Wildcat program, as all those young ladies have and the coaches have. See Jade Lewis and all. I mean, look, they are obviously clear-cut the best team in the state, right? And maybe they had their championship game probably yesterday against North Star Gators. But ultimately, there's a lot that goes into a season. It's a long season. It takes a huge commitment. It's not just what happens during the season. It happens in the off season. It happens in, coming up in the program. And so you want to, tip your hat to not only your seniors, but some great players. I mean, they have changed the face of Millard West basketball as far as ladies go. And, the assistant coaches, going through the ups and downs and all the emotions of playing basketball. It's not easy. It's not easy being good. And it's definitely not easy being great. They've certainly done that. And then, you want to give the credit, and now you're seeing a glimpse into the future.
Mark Kruger even crying some tears over there as the head coach, as he hugged Neely and Nora Gessert, the rest of the seniors as well. On the right side here for Millard West, they have the basketball, 1:07 to play in the fourth quarter. 68-44 is your score in the lane. Shot blocked, and another foul. Another foul on the Omaha Westside Warriors will send number 40, that is London Whitney, to the free throw line.
That was a good drive by Whitney there, right? Kind of trying to take a page out of Pavin's book right there. A little bit of a wheel action, get a little bit of dribble handoff downhill, try to see what you can do. And, also as we see the waiting for the obviously the final buzzer for Millard West, and the hugs are going up and down. And, I think, with Coach Kruger, coaching is a selfless job. I mean, I don't think, you get paid a whole bunch. I'm sure a lot of them are like teachers or administrators. you put a lot of time in it. Your family's got to sacrifice it. You got to a lot of times put a lot more time into kids that aren't your own. But it's a commendable job. And so when you have not only two special young ladies, obviously they're twins, and then you throw in Pabin, you throw Dunn, you throw Lewis, you throw Millard, you throw all those in there, right? And all those young ladies in there, along with your assistant coaches, the time, the hours that are spent to get them prepared, it becomes emotional. And then on the other side is you got Coach Clark, right? Where you always say there's a chance as a coach. If we can do this, we can do that. And the disappointment of your team not being able to play the way that you know that you can play. And then for the young ladies over there as well, right? You got to think of Jenkins, a senior that's really got, led her team to the championship. The disappointment there. And so, it goes both ways. And that's the thing that's great about sports. And, when you become a champion, and it means a lot. And then it also means a lot and can hurt a little bit and hopefully inspire you when you, are on the other side of that coin. And you know what? Millard West is an example of that.
Yeah.
They lost, I think, in 2023, right?
Yeah.
And so, they're able to bounce back in 2024 and 25 and become legendary status of back-to-back state champs.
Here you go as 7 seconds ticks off the clock here, holding the basketball near the logo, the Millard West Wildcats. Neely and Nora Gessert are about to exit Millard West High School as Class A state champions. The dog pile at center court commences, and in blowout fashion, Millard West wins 70-44. Jay, wrap up Millard West, the dynasty of two back-to-back state championships.
I mean, two back-to-back states. It's hard to win one. It's even harder to go back-to-back, and it's a dynasty. When you made it here in 2023 and then able to answer the bell, you knew it was only a matter of time. But to go through with it and battle, do it. It's a legendary team in recent Nebraska women's state basketball history. And the way that they performed today, 70-44, the offensive explosion right from the get-go, the championship pedigree was on display. And so I've been hearing about these young ladies for a long time, man, and never seen them in action except for the last couple of years, and it definitely was a pleasure to watch them.
Once again, your final score in the Class A state championship game, the Millard West Wildcats 70 and the Omaha Westside Warriors 44. We'll step aside, send it back to our 93.7 The Ticket studios before we bring back action on Class C2 coming up after 4 p.m. We'll step aside from PBA. Nick Sander, Jay Foreman saying so long from the Class A state championship game.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16